Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'll be showcasing my team's React campaign that we have been refining over the past few weeks. The Group 12 team consists of Mira, Jules, Dougal, Steph, Max and Zoe. In collaborating with React, our challenge is to raise awareness of road safety issues and change behaviours amongst 17 to 25-year-olds. Through a campaign that is both positive in its messaging and able to sustain long-term changes in behaviours of our target audience. The overall message of the campaign will be concise and appealing to a Gen Z audience through a sense of authenticity and relatability, with the campaign's goal to reduce fatalities among 17 to 25-year-olds caused by improper or unsafe seatbelt use. Through our initial ideation process, we conducted both primary and secondary research of our audience's attitudes surrounding seatbelt safety and road safety. From our primary research, we found 56.5% of participants viewed not wearing a seatbelt while driving or as a passenger as extremely risky, and around 40% of our participants always ensured they wore a seatbelt on public roads. From this initial surveying of our target audience, we went on to conduct secondary research into how the target audience is impacted by the lack of seatbelt use. 22% of 17 to 25-year-olds' deaths were caused by incorrectly or not wearing a seatbelt. 2.7% of the population don't wear a seatbelt, and 25% of those fatally injured in accidents were not wearing a seatbelt in 2021. These attitudes and insights informed our audience personas. We created 4 distinct personas that each represented different attitudes towards seatbelt safety and reason why our audiences chose not to buckle up. Elegant Ella represented our audience subgroup that believed it won't happen to me. Easygoing Ed similarly represents it won't be me mentality. With his country roads that he knows like the back of his hand, he doesn't think that an accident will occur there. Delilah Lowe represents an international population whose hometowns never enforce wearing a seatbelt and thus she never grew up with the habit. Tradie Tom believes a short trip doesn't need a seatbelt.
Midway feedback for Concepts 1 and 2. It seemed that the messaging in Concept 1 was too abstract and may miscommunicate the intended message of the design. The feedback we received on Concept 2 was that the seatbelt should be more visually clear and overall the messaging needs to come across stronger. Overall, the client preferred Concept 2 as a stronger design solution. The tutors also gave valuable feedback which helped our refinement of Concept 2. They helped us realize that the tagline, "Safety suits you," was effective enough in communicating the message. In the end, we chose Concept 2 as with the tagline, "Safety suits you." Our aim from here was, in order to strengthen the concept, we needed to improve the overall messaging of to make visual elements such as the seatbelt more clear. Following the feedback we received, we decided to remove fit check to keep the messaging more concise, and we also increased the size of the type as a more significant element to the design. Here we roughly developed a variety of visual styles, mainly through alterations of color and typography. We also developed some variations of completely different designs to follow the same concept in order to explore different visual outcomes. So this is our final concept. In the end, we stuck with the initial visual style and agreed that it was the strongest outcome. The final outcome here is loud and stylish, but maintains clear and positive messaging to inform the viewer.
These mock-ups show our 3 designs on billboards, street signs, and public transport. We also have a social media mock-up as well. Thank you.